The crime fiction genre. Hello class, I am here to teach you how to write a crime fiction story. I will teach you through the analysis of the books The Life and Crimes of Harry Lavender and The Lamb to the Slaughter, as they are both novels present in the crime fiction genre. Both novels follow the basic plot structure and crime fiction conventions that a sophisticated yet engaging crime fiction story. How do I write an intriguing crime fiction novel, you may ask? Well, it's actually not that difficult as long as you abide by a simple plot structure. Every novel should begin with an exposition, proceed to a rising action, reach a climax, advance onto a falling action, and then finish with a resolution. The exposition should introduce the protagonist and foreshadow the rest of the novel. In The Life and Crimes of Harry Lavender, the exposition introduces the protagonist, Claudia Valentine, on the third page, and in The Lamb to the Slaughter introduces Mary Maloney in the second paragraph. In a novel, the rising action is a series of events that leads up to the climax, that causes tension, suspense, and creates a sense of interest in the reader. The climax is the most intense and decisive moment in a novel. For example, in The Lamb to the Slaughter, the climax is when Mary Maloney hits her husband over the back of the head and kills him. The falling action is the series of events after the climax that resolves the conflict and leads to the resolution. The resolution is then essentially tying the entire novel back together and providing an outcome for the reader. The setting. The setting of a novel should be familiar to the writer to give the novel a sense of realism. For example, Muriel Day set her novel, The Life and Crimes of Harry Lavender, in a familiar place where she grew up, Sydney. In a crime fiction story, it is important not to forget about the characterization. In The Life and Crimes of Harry Lavender and Lamb to the Slaughter, each author vaguely develops the attributes of the characters and can later go into depth. For example, Muriel Day writes about the protagonist, Claudia Valentine's history when she talks about her past, with her dad becoming home. In Roald Dahl's Lamb to the Slaughter, he doesn't go into too much depth but leaves a few hints and details that adds to the description of the character. For example, Dahl writes about a woman that is well respected and very calm and gentle. Even though Mary Maloney is the killer, he identifies her traits to a certain extent, making the story somewhat more enjoyable. Crime conventions. Crime fiction conventions are features of a story that are essential to the genre, the most common being murder, but other features like clues, red herrings, and alibis are also considered crime conventions. In both stories there is a murder. Clues are a big theme in these novels, as one of them enables the protagonist to solve the crime, and in the other one, it is eaten. An alibi is someone or something that can provide evidence of the whereabouts of a suspect. Language techniques. Both novels are rich with sophisticated and fluent language techniques. These include metaphors, similes, and personification that can be frequently found throughout the novels. Each technique serves a specific purpose, whether it's intensifying a situation or bringing an object to life. I hope I've enabled you with the ability of writing a compelling crime fiction story by helping you understand the meaning of different features of the crime fiction genre.
Created using Powtoon.